doing, but I'm waiting for you. And girl, I waste my time and spend it on my wishes. Just wishing.
Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Before I begin, I want to apologize for a lot of problems I've been having with my computer and StreamYard. I know the pictures have been coming out really bad. I changed some adjustments on my computer. I hope this helps. Before I begin, I want to also say thank you to all the subscribers, all those who watch the videos. Even if you're not subscribed, thank you for coming through, watching the videos, hitting those likes, those high buttons. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the prayers for my grandson. I couldn't thank everybody enough. Thank you very much. Okay, so this I hope won't take as long as the first video I try to do on this. I did another one, but man, it came out really bad. So I trashed it. The visuals were real bad. So was the sound. Anyways, this is a response video for a podcast called Straight Laced Media. Okay. They're part of the No Paperwork podcast. You know, they're affiliated. And also, this is going to include a small clip from JAYRENTV. I think it's JAYRENTV. In any case, I'm going to put the address to both of these videos and who created them. And if you have time, you know, if you want to mess with some YouTube, go back and watch the videos. They're interesting videos. I would recommend watching the reaction video from Straight Lace Media, the reaction video to my video. And after he says everything he says, go and watch Jaren's from JAYRENTV's video, okay? And that's THUMPZ himself speaking, and he's going to tell the story pretty much the same like I did. You know, that's where I got a lot of the information from, was from JAYRENTV. I also seen some paperwork regarding the 10-year-old. That's how I knew about the 10-year-old. Bolillo, be quiet. In any case, I don't know what it is. I think people are so focused on detail that they miss the point of things, you know? Some people will even come on the comment section and say, oh, you misspelled this word, or, you know, you didn't pronounce this word that right. It's pronounced this way. And I appreciate the correction, you know, and that way I'll know how to spell and speak better the next time around, right? But it's so important that the main message gets understood, okay? Now, look. The guy from Straight Lace Media said that I was wrong about a lot of things that I said on my video, that I didn't have the right information, okay? Most of the information I shared was straight from THUMPZ statements that he made, okay, on his interview, which, in my opinion, sounded to me like he was boasting, like he was proud. You know, he even mentions this, yeah, I wish I would have unalived that dude. I thought I had one. We push SK, you know. And Straight Lace Media said, you do understand he was only 16 at the time. No. At the time of the crime, yes, he was only 16. But when he's making these statements, he's over 28 years old. I think he must be around 30 years old by now. If he did 12 years and he was 16 when he did this and got out already 3 years ago, that'd make him 28, 29, 30, 31 years old. I may be wrong, but that's from putting all the time frames that I've heard. 16 when he committed the crime. He did 12 years. He's been out 3 years. That's what it comes out to. So I don't want people saying, "Oh yeah, your information, where you get your information." That's where I got that information from. Okay. Now look, I understand there's a new law saying if you're a minor when you commit a crime, you're not held fully accountable because your brain's underdeveloped. I don't know about all that. I graduated high school when I was 16. A few months later, I moved into my first apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, with my 1 month, 2-month old son and my 15-year-old girlfriend. I was 16. Okay. And since then, I haven't been home. Okay. So I wasn't playing video games. I wasn't, I was out in the streets doing things where I was risking my freedom. Nevertheless, I had a job at a place called Mark C. Bloom. I was the manager of the tune-up department. I was doing things like a small man, a young man. So at 16 years old, I don't believe a person points a gun at somebody and shoots bullets at them and doesn't expect or understand the fact that if that bullet hits him, he's going to go down. It just that don't like somebody has to explain that to me and break it down for me. So would I still hold him accountable because he was 16 and the guy was 23, 24 at the time of the incident? Yes, I would. He was responsible for that, especially coming out now as a grown man and speaking on it the way he does. I think Straight Lace Media was saying he was just he wasn't bragging or boasting. He was just explaining his life and what he's been through. Look, there's different ways to do that. You could do it and totally insult the family and the victim. You could do that and make fun of the law and insult the family, or you can do that and be humble and show some remorse and show the maturity that has taken place from the time of the incident to date. Okay, and I felt that it was boasting. That's why I said he was boasting about it. You guys watch the videos. Let me know what you think it sounds like. Okay. Another thing, the 10-year-old child. Okay, Straight Lace Media said, yeah, you got it all wrong. That wasn't the guy's son. Well, yeah, I might have got that wrong. In fact, THUMPZ didn't even mention anything about hitting a 10-year-old when he was doing his interview. The only way you know that he hit 2 people is that it comes out later on in the interview that he got charged for 2 counts of assault, 2 counts of attempt, 2 counts of this, 2 counts of that, but he don't say what the other count was for. Unless you pay attention, you'll miss that. Okay. I brought out the 10-year-old because somebody had showed me some paper that said a 10-year-old had gotten hit. And being that THUMPZ himself said it was a family that had gotten off the car, I figured a son. THUMPZ wasn't sure who that 10-year-old was either. After all these years, this is how much thought that he's put into what he has done. Okay. He said on a live on the No Paperwork podcast that it wasn't his son, it was one of their brothers. I'm not sure, maybe his brother or her brother, the guy he shot or his girlfriend's brother. I don't know, but he was one of their brothers. But no, he wasn't their son. What does it matter? What matters is a 10-year-old got hit. You failed to mention that, and that's the whole issue. Not that some baboso got off and started gangbanging and he has his family with him. Shame on that fool too. So as far as that goes, yeah, I did make a mistake. It wasn't the guy's son. It was his little brother or her little brother. The reason why I don't know is because the person himself who did it didn't mention it. And when I read it, I just took for granted it was the guy's one of their kids. Okay, since it was a family that got off the car. Nevertheless, doesn't matter. Tomatoes. 10-year-old kid got hit. Okay, so I don't think that was really pertinent. Yeah, I did. Uh, I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, uh, I said that he was in LA trying to get trying to get clout. Yeah, that's what it was. It was about that. When he came to LA and did that video, he's seen it from the other side that it's the people who troll him that say he can't come to LA and this, that, and the other, and he was going back showing them, look, I'm right here in LA. Like, what's up? Nobody's doing nothing. In fact, I played with a dude from 18th Street. That doesn't mean anything. Maybe the guy from 18th Street, maybe he was a dropout. Maybe he was old. He don't bang no more. He's not into that. I don't know. Just that he was an 18-year-old dude. You know, but as far as gang members being around, active gang members, there was none. And the reason why I said he pulled a little toros, little toros did the same thing. Look, I'm right here, I'm down here in LA, blah, 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 this and that. That's the only thing that I said he pulled a little toro. Came to LA talking like he was doing something, you know? So, yeah, I'd say that was clout. That was for clout, you know? You say it was him getting back at the trolls that told him he couldn't come to LA, this, that, and the other. Okay. I could see that from your side, looks different from our side of things, there's not norteños down. In fact, there are norteños here and there, I'm not going to get into that because there's a reason why that happens. Okay. But that's above my pay grade, but let's move on. THUMPZ had said, yeah, I seen dude getting off the car. And he walked over here and his family was getting off and they came around him and the kids went inside. Okay, you guys could see it yourself. I said THUMPZ seen him getting off the car. Okay, and still did what he did. No, he didn't say that. Yes, he did say that. Another thing, Straightlay said, why did you say he brandished the gun? He didn't brandish no gun at dude. Yeah, he did. Everybody who watches this video who cares enough is gonna see it in the video that I'm gonna put down in the description section. Go down there. There's gonna be two videos. The one with Jaden TV is gonna have him say, I turned around and I said, you don't want none of this. And he picked up his t-shirt and showed him the strap. You don't want none of this. Okay. So yeah, he did. It's messed up when somebody's saying things and you can't prove yourself back. Now, I don't know how to download videos like you guys do. If I did, I'd post everything that I see and I clip things like you guys clip shit. But I don't know how to do those things. So I just do it by word of mouth, and it's always been good enough, except for people like Straight 8 saying that I'm lying, and then people like Slugs who obviously doesn't understand English very well and doesn't watch the videos all the way through himself, who says things that are asked backwards. Okay, but let's go on. I don't mean no disrespect either to Straight Lace Media, because they've been the dude, as he said what he said, but he was respectful through the whole thing, and I appreciate that. They could speak, I could speak, that I don't have a problem with that. He's very respectful, and I don't want to sound disrespectful towards him. That was more for Slugs, and I'm gonna address that separately. But anyways, yeah, that threw me off. But yeah, so he did flash it. He did flash it. He did pull up his shirt and say, "You don't want none of this." I didn't you watch the video? Straight Lace Media. I don't think you did, homie. And I don't know why you came on to kind of protect this guy. I guess because you were going to have them the following week on your podcast. I don't know. I don't know the reason, but whatever. It's cool. But don't make me look like I'm saying things that I don't know what I'm talking about. It came right out of the person's mouth who did this crime. Who would know better than him? Me or you from Straight Lace Media? One of us or him? Who would know better? I would take the information from the one who did the crime, the one who committed everything, the one that was there, and that's what I did. So before, the only problem I have with you saying that what I'm saying wasn't true, I should have did my research, this, that, and the other. The only thing that I missed was that it wasn't the guy's kid; it was his little brother or her little brother. And I don't know who, you don't know. If Thumps don't know, I don't think you do unless you read it somewhere on paperwork from court. So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, he said it on your live uh, a week after you made the video about my content. Uh, oh, I don't know. It was either his brother or her brother. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, it's not important. That's the whole key to this whole conversation. It's mostly concerning the boy, not the guy who got shot. Okay, the kid that got shot, because the guy who got shot in the course of gang banking, and he shouldn't have been doing that with his family with him. But in the same token, even at 16, Thumb should have known better than to have done that. You said that you guys get down just like I said we got down in my days, and those rules still apply. Well, apparently somebody didn't give this guy the clecha that he needed to know better to do that. Or maybe they did, and he doesn't know how old this guy is. He wasn't seen gauging his age. He was gauging if that dude had a strap or if he was going to knock him down or not. So like, I don't know about him considering the age bit, but as far as him being with his family, and when he started to walk away, he was doing the right thing. He should have just kept going until his little friend said, hey, he's still looking at you. So what? Let him stand there and look at you till you turn the corner. Not that big a deal. But no, he went like, what's up? What's up? So dude starts spitting his shit. It doesn't matter. It happened. It was gang banging. But my point is, 16 years or if he was 20 years, it wouldn't matter. Okay? I don't believe that. When you're 16 years old and you're in the street and you're handling your business and you're doing your thing like that, you know what you're doing. You know the ramifications. And especially if a little kid had gotten hit, come on, let's call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? In any case, look, I'm going to recommend this. I'm going to put both videos. Kimba, be quiet. I'm going to put both videos. Okay. The one from Straight Laced Media. He's the one that did the reaction on my video. Okay, so you have everything right there, my video and his video together, and you'll see where he calls me on different things. Then you go and watch Thump's interview with JAYRENTV and do your own comparison, and then let me know in the comment section. If I was wrong about certain things, let me know, But yeah, I'm tired of people right away. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, he didn't watch the video. He didn't do the research. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Come on. It's not that difficult. This ain't rocket science. So anyways, yeah, but I could tell you what that works for. It works for getting in people's heads, and make him think, oh no, that dude, he doesn't do his research and he says anything on social media, but anyways, we're going to talk about that in another video. But anyways, thanks for watching this. I hope you guys go and watch these videos. They're very good videos. The dude did a really good reaction on mine. I just didn't agree I don't really think he really did his research to watch the video. You guys go check it out. If, I'm saying, like, if you're bored and you're YouTubing, they're good videos. Dude's very respectful, calm. He stood balanced through his entire. I got to give him credit on his work, man. He did good work. He tried to pick me apart, but it's no good. Sorry, guy. I have the video. It's going to be posted down in the description center, like I said. So anybody who's interested, go take a look. I see people talking about it on different podcasts. If you guys are going to take time to talk about it, take the time to go and check it out. And then you guys will maybe feel a little different about the things you said in front of other people. Who knows? Maybe not. Anyways, everybody, including you haters, man, take care, stay safe. Norteños, sureños, everybody, man, stay out of those prisons, stay free, people, because when you're gone away, and something's going down with your family, there's nothing you can do to help them. So let's be out here where we could be here for our family, our loved ones, our kids, our wives, our mothers, whoever may need us one day, so that we don't have to be calling them, asking them for packages, tannies, and can you send me this, send me that. Let's man up, everybody, and stop thinking and acting like kids, man. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. God bless all of you. Muchas gracias.